Hi, my name is Steve Cooperman, and I'm the Panasonic Product Line Business Manager for Advanced P2 Systems. Today here at NAB 2008, we're very excited to introduce the new line of Panasonic Varicams, new P2 Varicams. Here before me is the new Varicam 2700. This is a 1280 by 720 native Varicam. Varicam's obviously been one of the standards in the industry for digital cinematography. Now we have that same Varicam look that people know and love, film rec technology, variable frame rates in steps, but we've added some things. First and foremost is with P2, we've added a fast file-based workflow that people know and love with P2. We've added an AV-100 codec, meaning that when you shoot your 720p, you actually are able to record on P2 cards full raster 1280 by 720, and at a full color, and a full 10-bit color depth, which are big advantages over our already industry-known Varicam cinematography tool. This camera offers many 1080 HD formats, including a true 23.98 and 24.0 PSF output. Lots of great features. A lot of new features that are part of our Panasonic line of full-size P2 camcorders. One of the features is chromatic aberration compensation that was popularized in our recent HPX500 and in our HPX3000, is now in this new Varicam 2700. Chroma aberration compensation basically helps with potential lens registration errors with lenses. Worked very close with Canon and Fujinon, working with them to literally put a table of values in the lenses. And so we literally know at a specific focal length where potential aberrations might be in the frame. Varicam 2700 has two independent HD SDI outputs. The majority of the camera itself, the basic form factor of the camera, the basic look of the camera is the same, though obviously we've added many new features, and we have also added, as I mentioned earlier, variable frame rates. And not only from the current Varicam is variable frame rates from 4 to 60 in steps of 1, this current Varicam 2700 actually starts at 1 frame a second up to 60 frames a second. Really?
That's great.
It is pretty cool. We asked our engineers for many new features and they came through. So one of the nice things about our Panasonic cameras, from the 2000 to the HPX2000 to the 3000 and our new Varicam 2700, is they follow a very logical and easy to follow menu structure. The system mode, for example, as many of our customers know, is where you select your compression format, your frame rate, things of that nature. And you'll notice here, and actually this is on the show floor of NAB, people do different things. This is a 720p native camera, but our customers we're currently doing a test in 1080 5994, which for some customers is actually utilized in a production environment or in different environments. So yeah, 1080 5994, 1080 2398 PSF. That's a pretty cool feature, and obviously not something that we necessarily are highlighting on a 720p camcorder. Right. But for those times when you are actually shooting in 1080, it's pretty nice to have an actual true PSF output, both 1080 24.0 PSF as well as 23.98. And of course, our camera is international standards. I use an example such as the, we don't on planet Earth, but maybe you're shooting for an international network. You're going to travel. 720 5994, 720 60, actual 60.0. And of course, for international 720p cinematography, 720 50. The HPX3000 and the 2000 follow, as we discussed earlier, a logical menu format where you start from the top down. You select your system mode and your format. You know what you're outputting. Let's say 5994, etc., etc. But we of course do have customers that love the HPX200, the HPX500, and those menu structures are a little bit different. There's a little bit of both worlds here in that when we select in record format, this is ABC Intro 100, which is of course a compression codec at 30 PN. When we go to change it though, we go to 6DI if we go to 24p for example, it changes the camera mode down there to 24p. So I think what our factory's done is just try to combine the best of both worlds to make it a little bit more intuitive, even though we're still following the top-down menu structure that people know and love from our existing full-size cameras, taking a little bit of what we have come to know and love from our HVX200 and HVX500 menu structure.